Hard sport to predict because, a pitcher gets pulled in the sixth inning. Tom Brady doesn't get pulled in the third quarter. LeBron doesn't get pulled in the third quarter. So in baseball, even your star pitcher has to rely on a bullpen, rely on situational help. But there are times in baseball, even though it's hard to predict a lot of things in baseball, there's a lot of variables in baseball. Sometimes it feels like it's a team's year. To me, it feels like it's the Boston Red Sox year to win the World Series. I mean, they blew through the Yankees, who won 100 games, and that wasn't even a competitive series. They won 108 games. They have two guys who could be MVP. Chris Sale's a dominant ace. They do everything right. They're better defensively than Houston. Their bullpen's been better in this series than Houston. Their situational hitting's been great. I think you can argue they got a better batting order than Houston. And they're better defensively. Last night, they're a much better defensive team. Last night, two of the plays of the year. First of all, Mookie Betts. Watch this play by Mookie Betts throwing out the fastest Houston Astro, Tony Kemp. Watch this.
There's a first pitch swing and a base hit by Kemp. And he's thinking about two, and he's on his way. That's his throw to second. The 10. He is out at second. What a throw. And what a mistake by Tony Kemp.
And it needed a perfect throw to get Kemp at second base, and that's what Betts delivered.
Wow. Absolute cannon.
So, I mean, Boston's got everything. They've got the ace, Chris Sale. They are the best defensive team in baseball. They got two guys who could be MVP. And their defense reared its head again. Bottom 9, 2 outs, sacks full. Watch Andrew Benedetti in the outfield for the Boston Red Sox. Watch this, the play of the year.
And the bases are loaded. And Bregman is coming up. Runners will be off with a crack of the bat with 2 outs. Kimbrel deals. Bregman in the air, left field. Benintendi dives, and he makes the catch. Oh, what a play! Game saver, Andrew Benintendi. The Red Sox win on a spectacular catch by Benintendi in left field.
By the way, if he doesn't get that, goes past him, 3-run score, different series. It's not ironic. It's fitting that these two plays were made by the Red Sox in this series because MVPs have an ace, great defensive team, and they made the two great defensive plays in that series. So, in baseball, it's very hard to predict because, Tom Brady doesn't go down with rotator cuff surgery. Either does LeBron James. A lot of it's pitching. Now people are carrying 13 pitchers on a staff. You have a lot of guys, but you have very few great pitchers. There's very few great closers, very few great aces. Sometimes they just go sideways. The arm gives out. And so it's really hard in the postseason. Do you get the pitching matchups? Sometimes you go into a series and you've already blown your ace out. And you're starting the back end of your rotation to start a series against a good team. It feels like Boston's year. It really feels like Boston's year. By the way, tonight on Fox, Arizona hosts the Denver Broncos. Now, Josh Rosen's a rookie quarterback. He's not as polarizing as Baker Mayfield. I don't think he's as talented and as hyped as Sam Darnold. But he's really good and throws the prettiest football. By the way, Arizona jumped ahead of Miami in the NFL draft to get him. Miami just sat there. Miami just found out that Ryan Tannehill has been ruled out this week and appears to be out for the next 3 weeks, maybe a month. The key to solving a problem is admitting you have a problem. I've told the story. My late father was an alcoholic. When he finally admitted, I'm an alcoholic, then he could go out and get help. To solve a problem, you got to admit you have a problem. Miami, Ryan Tannehill's average, and now he's not even physically available on a consistent basis. It's time to get a new quarterback. By the way, what's the one team right now in the NFC that's not even competitive? The New York Giants. They wouldn't admit last year or the year before, we got to get a new quarterback. There are a bunch of teams in the NFL right now. Tennessee, Marcus Mariota. I know you think he's going to be it. I know you like him. I know a lot of kids in Nashville have those Marcus Mariota jerseys, and your kids are adorable. And on that baby blue, and Marcus Mariota is not getting you to a Super Bowl. I've been waiting now 4 years. We've been waiting for you. You see how good Darnold is early? You saw how good Carson Wentz was early, how good Andrew Luck was early, how good Deshaun Watson was early, how good Russell Wilson was early. How good, it doesn't take that long to figure out, oh, we got the right guy. Oh, with the rule changes right now, if you can't figure out within about 15 games if you got the right guy, you got the wrong guy. Marcus Mariota, Tennessee, you need a new guy. Cincinnati, Andy Dalton, come on. Who are you fooling here? Every time you face Pittsburgh, he shrinks. And so tonight, by the way, Jacksonville with Blake Bortles. Who are you fooling? You're not fooling the players. You're not fooling the coaches. The defense in Jacksonville doesn't even play hard this year. Why? Because they don't buy the player. So when you watch tonight, Miami finds out today Ryan Tannehill can't play. So he's average and he's not physically available. What are we doing here?
I'm with you.
Who are you trying to fool? You want to solve a problem? You got to admit you got a problem. Giants, get a quarterback. Miami, get a quarterback. Jacksonville, get a quarterback. Tennessee, get a quarterback. I mean, it's who are you fooling? Arizona, by the way, admitted it. Carson Palmer retired, and they immediately were like, okay, we're going to get a veteran for a year, Sam Bradford, 1-year contract, and then we're going to go move up in the draft and get a really good quarterback. And they got a break that Josh Rosen fell to them. But they admitted they had a problem, and let's go solve it. A veteran, big money for a year, and Josh Rosen. So watch him play tonight. By the way, I'll do some social media tonight. I want you to watch Josh Rosen.
You going to get on Twitter?
I'll get on the bird tonight. So watch Josh Rosen play, and you give me on Twitter, you go to the herd or go to, at Colin Cowherd, and you tell me, you give me a rundown like you're a GM or a scout on what you see from him. What do you like? What do you not like? And how about this? If you really nail it, we'll mention you on the show tomorrow. I want you to watch Josh, because nobody's watched Josh Rosen outside of Phoenix. So, because you're watching Darnold and you're watching Baker and a little bit of Lamar. Nobody's watching this kid play. Watch him and give me your take on him. I think he throws an absolutely beautiful football. I don't know if he's durable enough to last in this year, 15 years, but he's fun to watch. He'll be on display tonight. By the way, Denver doesn't have the right quarterback, but they know they don't. The reason I don't mention Denver with Jacksonville and Tennessee and Miami, no, Denver's looking for the right quarterback. They just missed on one. Yeah, they sent a bunch of scouts this week to Oregon to the Duck-Husky game to watch Justin Herbert. They know they need a quarterback. They're not denying it. They just can't find the guy. So they signed Case Keenum for the short term. Greg Cosell is around the corner. NFL Meat Sandwich, that's my favorite 10 minutes of the week. Nick Swisher's going crazy next hour as well. It's The Herd.
Boom. Fox tomorrow. Last Man Standing delivers the Halloween treats.
You don't want demons at your door. Don't give them the good stuff. I'm telling you, Satan hates candy corn.
And plenty of tricks.
It just got colder.
Can you not say it that way with the deep voice? It just makes everything sound scary.